this morning I got up and I decided I'm gonna have a good day today. Instead of waiting around for a good day to happen, I'm gonna go out there and make it happen myself. And so can you. Yeah, because we are in control of our own happiness. So get up, come on. Let's have a good day together. It's up to you. We're gonna have a good day. And all my homies gonna ride today. And all these mommies gonna fly today. And all we wanna do is get by today. Hey, we're gonna have a
I got out my Uber. Chef in the front, chef in the back, and my Uber is right there. Right. They didn't expect that to happen.
Hi, my name is Chris Tingle. I am 65 years old and I reside in Salmon, Idaho. My targeting began in the spring of 2019 in Polson, Montana. My symptoms include headaches, burns, bruisings, rashes, severe tinnitus, radiation all over the body, memory loss, wavy fingernails, vertigo, major problems with both eyes, my feet buzzing, instant nauseous, body and head immediately heating up, brain fog, eyes watering, yellow flashes in both eyes, major problems with my teeth, throat radiation, electrical impulses on my body, and I'm having weird moles suddenly appear on my face and body. I have been victimized and deprived of my rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I also suffer from visual distortions, transmitted sound waves processed by my occipital lobe into projections, images, and technical illusions. This weapon invades my privacy without warrant, seizes my intellectual property, manipulates my emotion and mental state without consent or medical release. I have been subjected to extreme duress, amounting to cruel and unusual punishment without due process, indictment, conviction, sentencing, or legal authority in any court of law. With this relentless torture without reprieve has conditioned me against my will and better nature in effort to modify my behavior and actions. This inhumane treatment has destroyed my life mentally, physically, emotionally, and definitely financially. It has isolated me and fractured my personal and family relationships. I understand the technologies used, and I believe the U.S. government is involved and responsible for failing to protect me as a United States citizen.
Hey, I'm Levi. I'm a targeted individual since 2018. Been experimented on by the CIA, but I do not consent, and I want justice.
My name is John Capps, and I'm an illegally targeted citizen, also known as a targeted individual. I do not consent to this illegal, torturous program that they have put me in.
My name is Wan, and I'm from Malaysia. I am targeted in 1985, and my son are targeted in 1998. I'm a TI for more than 3 decades. My family are targeted. We are victims of cyber torture. We do not consent anything. We, the TI globally, do not consent to cyber torture, no-touch torture, remote neural monitoring, stalking. We do not consent. We global TI will not consent to anything, and we don't consent. Thank you.
My name is John DeVore. I'm a targeted individual. I do not consent to being a guinea pig for electronic weapons, or DUs as they call them. I am 59 years old and a housewife.
My name is Laura, and I am a targeted individual. I suffer from voice-to-skull, gang stalking, remote neuromonitoring, as well as directed energy weapons, as I have for the past year. I do not consent.
I do not consent.
My name is Christina Cease, and I'm a targeted individual since 2009. I was targeted in Charleston Southern University when I was trying to get my Bachelor's of Nursing degree. I do not consent to psychotronic weapons that can cause changes in behavior and mentality of a person. I do not consent to neuroweapons that can cause Havana syndrome symptoms like headaches, chest pain, chest tightness, backaches, panic attack, losing balance, and needle prick pains on different parts of the body. And since I was targeted, I have audio frequency where I can hear people talking. Either I just hear it on my head or it's on the walls. It's like directional voices, and it could be mixture of gang stalkers or mixture of gang stalkers and artificial intelligence. This technology has patents, and we have whistleblowers like Lieutenant David Boyce and Dr. Robert Duncan from the CIA.
My name is Brian. I'm a targeted individual, and I do not consent to the targeting program used against me and other GIs.
My family has been targeted. My husband killed himself on Christmas 2021, hung himself in the house. Ever since then, my little girl, who's 8, and myself have been very aggressively targeted in every way. My name is Mary McCauley. I am a targeted individual, and I do not consent.
Hello, this is Chris Eckstein in Sarasota, Florida. I'm a targeted individual, and I do not consent. I do not consent to the psychotronic torture. I do not consent to the electronic torture. I do not consent to the remote neuromonitoring. I do not consent to the slander campaign and the defamation, the vandalism and the stealing. I do not consent to any of it. Please cease and desist.
Hey everybody, I get games stalked mostly by theater stuff. I don't have that VT skull stuff. I don't know much about it, and I don't have like airplanes and stuff like that going above my head, but I have a lot of street theater and that kind of stuff.
I do not consent. I don't consent to being tortured in my own home. I don't consent to having my body tortured. I don't consent to having my mind tortured, my emotions or my intellectual property stolen. I don't consent to having my life stolen, and I honestly don't consent to any of this, and I wouldn't be a party to any of this targeting program for the last election.
Deb K, and I do not consent to a human experimentation, and you need to stop with all your crime. It's going to come back at you.
My name is Andrew. I've been a target since 2014, and I do not consent.
I will be talking about the gang stalking, how we need to unite, how we need to become one and unite together and show the public what is happening in this country and everything. It's just a mess. We need to talk, we need to unite, and come together.
My name is Deb Verdon. I do not consent to human experimentation.
Hello, I'm Tanya. I'm targeted individual and I do not consent.
Hi, I'm a TRA, and I do not consent to human experimentation targeting program where they're slowly trying to hurt us and kill us or whatever, or trying to just lower the quality of our daily life. I do not consent. And I'm begging for salvation every day. Lord, help us all before we get sick. Okay, thank you for listening, and I do not consent once again to human targeting program.